10 minutes till the big interview. Leanne Parkinson's going to join us on the phone. We played some of our material last week, and I'm really into all this producing software. I have tried the Fruity Loops and everything, but I've just never ever been able to master it. It's reading a foreign language is easier for me. But she's going to join us on the phone, and she's been snapped up by the BBC, etc, etc. So that's all coming up 4:30 on Bouncy Vibes Radio.
Good evening. Thank you for inviting me on the show and broadcasting some of my tracks this evening. So thank you ever so much for all the support and all your listeners. Massive shout out and happy bank holidays, everybody.
Of course, I forgot about that. So, Leanne, I noticed you last year on Facebook during lockdown, and basically we were just doing nothing, and you were just doing wee live videos on your Fruity Loops, and I was really impressed because I'd never really heard that style before. It was so different and so unique. Tell us about it. Where did it come from?
Same with everybody that has musical inspirations. I am useless with a pen and paper, so I write as a piece of art with my mind and use that as an expression of art, really, FL Studio. And the creative side is in everybody out there. Everybody's got this creative streak, and I think I'm a bit of an eclectic extrovert with the music. So whatever stems in the mind, I basically forward into FL Studio, make some music out of it. So whether it be vocalizing or samples, which is very rare I use, but obviously I do use drum samples and so forth. But the vocals, it's just inspiration. You can go for a walk outside and hear things, and that's inspiration. And meet other people, they inspire you. So it's all about inspiration, that's part of the melody of the mind, if you will.
Almost like a diary, if you will.
It is, yeah. It's a life diary and a life skill, I think. It's essential because music is the most amazing therapy.
Absolutely.
And as you've just said, in the lockdown, everybody, has suffered in so many different ways. And the art of expression of the mind is a tool for knowledge, and how you progress that and further that is self-worth. And I think, as an expression, I'm lucky to have that, So, I enjoy writing music and creating it. So thank you for listening in.
Well, I've watched a lot of your live videos, and to me, it's another language. I've tried Fruity Loops, I've tried Reason, I've tried everything, and I just think, right, okay, stick to the radio, just stick to what you know best. What inspired you to get involved in it? Because your sound is so unique, and it's a sound I've never heard, and that's what kind of drew me in when I first heard you doing your live videos, because I thought, that is really good. I couldn't tell you what it is, I couldn't tell you what style it is, but it's really good.
Thank you. I appreciate your vote of confidence and your words of wisdom there. It's learning anything in life. It's like picking up a book and starting at the beginning. You read and you write into it, and then your mind expands on the story. And it's the same as music. If it inspires you and you really want to learn it, you will do. But if it's something else that you enjoy, you've got more passion for, like yourself with the radio, that's the way you're going to go. And it's another opportunity in life that's been handed down. Luckily, we have programs like that. You have the radio, can use and express your mind with the music, and it's the same with me, but I use a program. My eclecticness side of it, I think I've picked up over the years of being in the music industry, since the early 2000s, from my first gigs in Hull, and up to recently, I've got like festivals and stuff ahead online with online Solstice Festival in the summer, and people inspire, we all inspire each other, and that is paramount to the music industry, because no matter who, what, where we are, we're all liking music, and it doesn't matter what style it is. It's an amazing place to be, because there's a collective of musicians and music appreciation people. It's one hell of a place to be. Well, and there's amazing support out there.
The BBC have picked up on you as well, and that's a privilege the few get, not the many. So I
agree. Yeah.
Where do you see yourself going from that? Because that is really good to get picked up by the BBC. I've spoke to Annie Mac a few times, and if you get recognised by the BBC, particularly introducing, you're definitely onto something. When did that actually happen? Because I was still, I think you were still on the BBC when I picked up on you last year.
Yeah, what happened was I was quite nervous about uploading my first actual house production, which was last December. I actually uploaded the first track, and then in January they played it. So that was Don't Let Go, and it was a very melodic, very calm track for me. And then I thought, okay, I must have 3,500 tracks I've actually wrote over the past 2 years. So I uploaded Journey Through House, and then they smashed that out, like broadcast it, within like 2 weeks of upload, and then it literally followed from then on every month, and I am so humbled with emotional gratitude as well.
Absolutely. Yep.
I'm one of these people. I'm down to earth, I respect full emotion. When they play a track on radio, I cry with emotion because it's overjoy. It's joy inside that others are listening and other people are getting the opportunity, as well as being given the most amazing opportunity by the BBC and the BBC Sounds, and the introducing team in Hull. And same as yourself, you broadcast a few of my tracks now, and it's paramount to what we do. And I know you love your music too, and you don't realise who's listening out there, and I think that's also a wonderful thing. The knowing and the not knowing is also, it's that's a good thing, because you never know what's around the corner at the end of the day. You could go for a walk and you could meet somebody, you could meet your best friend, you could meet your old friend, you meet your school friend, life's an opportunity. Yeah, so the BBC, massive high five to yourself and the BBC for the opportunity, what you've given. And yeah, I'm humbled, respectful, humbled emotion. And then they played the tracks, every track near enough. And then I got a request for a BBC mix, which was supposed to be at the studios in Hull. But obviously the lockdown happened last March. So they requested me to do a live recording. So what I did was I stayed at home, and it took me a day and a half to write the intro, and my mind was so full on. I had to walk away for 2 hours, have about 10 cups of teas, and wrote the actual BBC music introducing intro using my vocals, because they wanted something original. That's the email that I got off the BBC. So I just wrote something original, created it. All the tracks are my home productions, and they loved it, and they said that I've had amazing feedback. Same as yourself, I've had amazing feedback.
Yep. Well, Leanne, I'll tell you. Last question. When did you get your first? What age were you when you get your first set of decks?
Right, my first set of decks. Right, okay. This is 2001, and I paid £30. I had limits, and there were belt drives.
Oh,
and
no.
Two channel Gemini.
Okay. Well,
I learnt off those.
You could have got worse. You could have got the Sound Labs.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, this is it. But I didn't actually buy them for me. It was for my son at the time, and then he got bored of it. So I got some records together, and then I learned within a week, and then it stemmed from there. But then I bought a set of 1210s. It was £350. I got buy one get one free. They were 6 months old.
Oh my God!
And they're amazing. And I still have my decks to this day. And obviously I've got an XDJ RX2 and a studio. So I've upgraded since then, you could say.
Well, Leanne, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I'm sure everybody in Bouncy Vibes has enjoyed listening to your journey, if you like, across the way. We're going to head out with this one, Need Your Love. So before you go, would you like to say any shouts out?
Yes, I would. Massive shout out to yourself and Heather and all your listeners. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you love this track. It took me an hour and a half to write, and this is my emotion, this is my mind. So thank you ever so much for the opportunity. Stay safe, everybody, and stay loved, and have a wonderful bank holiday.
Leanne, thank you very much.
You never stop.
Thank you very much, Ciaran. Take care.
Right, all the best, Leanne. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Leanne. Bye.